2, 1, 2, 1, 2. T-O-M, teachers of my eye. Who am I today? The scribe, been forever, but the name changes with the times. I come from a place where space is home. I go into realms where your face is gone. A change gon' come. As a teen, hypnotized deep in a sleep, party and slumber. 11 life path number, a life of death that's rebirth. Recall realities to reemerge. Soul purge, I'll lend you frequency like loan words. Before I teach, I'll spit a poem first. Step on stage, set the stage, car walking, set ablaze, divine fire. The body is divine attire, sewn from words. Sound frequency, awakening dreams. Don't pinch me every day I wake up, it's a home birth. Start from zero to become the heroes. Cycles of time causes expansion of mind. Potential is exponential. Gain XP, what your power made of. I've had to face self, face to fate, a double fate. What will I make of the present? I'm just trying to pet heaven. Twice great, 2 arms up, it's none to wave. It's nothing to wave. God separate the waters from the waters. Genesis 1 and 6. See, that source is thousands of years prior to a Bible even existing. It's called the pet, word for heaven. Watchers of noon, primordial, pre-ordered, bringing order in order. Its laws the scales will represent. A double gift, re-present, Ray is present. Ra, amen to the God inside. The crown will glow as consciousness grows. So what assignment are you on? I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. Serpent mind winding in alignment. Straight from Orion, the origins. Dig into the root, Kemp originals, the oracle speaking. Your aura is gleaming. The sons of God, Amen Ra. Who can't afford a reason to fall below your own means, meaning reaching beyond the firmament ceiling. I see linguistics tricking us deep into sleeping. The way we live inception, I must be dreaming. Doubles, double L, square root, mirrors, reverse the image. My grip was slipping. Almost forgot the point of the mission. Statements point out all the contradictions. Blatant truth lives where my eye is foundation. Yeah, co-founded a nation. Dictionary study spells can be scary. Etymology, this here is completion. Cycle circles, dualism, wisdom. I peddle flowers. 2 eyes are watching to see through the double realm I'm healing. Never out of what's within him. Infinite reasons, just like my brother ARCAD. Always remain calm against demons. Death culture, to be alive here, it's a lie here. They crossed us into thinking that death isn't living. The lies are falling through my palms, arm wide, holes in my hand. The Pope's in command, I demand the throne back. Ancient teachings, I'm a throwback. Picture that, see this moment here is cold that. So black, I see through lies, why they hold that. Ocean motions, I'm flowing through noon in the boats of consciousness. My tongue is rolling, planting seeds, sowing, Neov speaking, untangled quantum DNA, spitting frequencies. I hear Christians scream hallelujah, and this ain't that the name of God is God. I must bring the order back, the scales are tipping. In the court of Allah, moonshine to Houthi is Yah. This here is Ptah, bulldozing, the one chosen. Focus, when the light hits you, just open like lotus. Melt your mind when in mind time is frozen. Blow minds, my mind is golden. Coat me in gold, I've got a gold coat round me like I'm Tutankhamun. Like his, when you spell my name, put 3 lines in. Scribe, presenting the law's findings. Who's he? I me, an echo of Tahuti. Yes, I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. We do our best to do our best.
show. So let's
Hotep Ma, peace and love. Can y'all brothers hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear
Can I
you.
be heard? Hotep, peace and love. Welcome everybody to a wonderful, 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 wonderful night. This is Teachings of My Art Study Guide Sundays. Today's topic is just a question. Culture. What is culture? Before I introduce our beautiful panel, we would like to start, as we do every week, with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Unki Ema'at, Un-N-S, Nintet Oset Ema'at, Min Hepapet Ema'at, Her Inhu Kiwi, Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Hotep, peace and love, everybody. I am ARCAD Infinite. I am the mighty Techetu, and I will be the presenter for tonight. I am the Techetu of the teachings of Ma'at. I am a student of the master teacher, the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. I'm a host of this weekly study guide. I'm a true-hearted follower of truth based on ancestral artifacts and a love of my people unconditionally. I'm dedicated to Kemet and learning the Madunetta and loyal to Ma'at at all times. Next, we have the general, the great Ahati Ma'at. Ahati Ma'at was taught under the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. He has been a serious student and teacher of Kemetic culture and history for several years. He has written multiple books, including the textbooks called Journey of Your Soul series, essays, and articles. Furthermore, he hosts in-person and online classes, weekly podcasts, and periodically creates documentaries. He also has experience in public speaking and academic debating. He is responsible for the creation of this weekly study guide. Last but not least, we have the scribe. The scribe is a writer, poet, spoken word artist, audio producer, engineer, healer, spiritual advisor, consultant, and business creator. He is a master student of the Natiru, a true follower and protector of Ma'at, a scribe of Tahuti Ma'at. He studies under the master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. For the scribe, quality always outweighs quantity. He enjoys observing reality and incorporating these observations into his writings and creations to assist in awakening of dormant DNA and reversing of negative hypnosis. Welcome to a beautiful, beautiful class tonight. I'm going to be doing a wonderful presentation on culture, everyone. Peace and love, Ahati. Peace, scribe. I love that background, brother. Absolutely
peace,
love
brother.
it, bro.
Peace.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up, man.
I like your title to your teaching tonight. I'm very excited. This brother's gonna do he's gonna do a magnificent job. And great.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually envious of the topic, but it's great.
Yes, it's perfect. Very excited for the teaching tonight. The great brother ARCAD is gonna bring some fire.
Just some questions, man. Just some questions. That's all.
Absolutely. Peace and love to everyone in the chat. Peace and love to all of you who are viewing us live right now. And peace and love to all of you who are watching with the playback. So before we get started, we always like to show reciprocity and support that comes in before the show. And if you need to know what that is, it is posted in the chat. And it's also in the description box. Cash App, Teachings of Ma'at, and also PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at. So if you appreciate the movement, if you appreciate what we're bringing forward to you all, be sure to show your reciprocity and your love so we can continue to keep doing and moving at a rapid rate and continue to keep bringing forth this high level, high quality information that you won't get on no other channel. And eventually we will be bringing this to the physical this year. So, this is every single penny that is donated to us is definitely going towards a much larger cause. So your support is definitely appreciated. So we know that we have the most consistent supporter on YouTube every single week, both here at the Teachings of Ma'at and Saba Tahuti's pod class. This brother sets the standard and he is leading the way with what it means to show reciprocity and what it means to be consistent. So the great brother Nito Campbell, We definitely want to hail you, hail to the brother Nito Campbell. We definitely support you. We appreciate you. So definitely thank you, my brother, for setting the standard and leading by example and showing everyone what it's supposed to be when it comes to supporting what it is that you enjoy and what it is that you appreciate. So definitely thank you, good brother. This is Squano trending. If you see Squano trending in the chat, be sure to give this brother a hail. All right, and we did add some more supports to the support video, because we definitely give our adoration to every single supporter. So I want to play that and make sure that the new people who are added to the list get shown and are acknowledged. All right, so here we go. Let me stop the music. Shout out to all the supporters. Hotel Ma'at to every single one of you. All right, peace and love to all the great supporters. We definitely appreciate you, and you're what is keeps this movement moving. You know, without you, we are not able to do what we're doing and plan what we're planning. All right, so great brother ARCAD, are you there? Let me know if you're there. I can't see you, only see the great Naturt Sekmet. So we did get one support in prior, or excuse me, right when the video was playing. So we'll show that, and then I'll pass it along to the great brother.
Yeah, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons while you're coming in or going out. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sarah Jean, 555 for support. We appreciate you. You are becoming a very, very consistent supporter. So we definitely appreciate you and what you are bringing. So to you.
Yeah, if you see any of the supporters in the chat, just tell them Hotep or peace. Like Scribe said, we want everybody to be supportive here. Tua, thank you.
Hotep. You ready, guys? Y'all ready for blast off? Can y'all hear me?
I know I'm ready.
Y'all ready? Oh, man, listen. So let me tell y'all something. Hotep to everybody in the chat. Peace and love. Let me tell you guys something about this, about my experience right now, before we begin. Before we begin, I would like to ask everyone in the chat What culture is everyone from? Before we begin, put in the chat, like, subscribe, comment, and put in the chat what culture everyone is from. Can y'all hear me? How's my vocals?
Sound great, brother.
You can hear me? Okay, great. I like that background too. So we're gonna begin. So I've been working on this for a minute in my head, and I was talking with Saba, and it was very interesting because I was telling him my process, and he was giving me some great words, man. It was actually phenomenal. Anybody in the chat? Put everybody in the chat. Put what culture everyone is from.
This guy Michael says none. He's lost.
None. His coach is lost. Nice.
That's very honest. We appreciate
very interesting. Anybody else? It's only Michael. Come on now. I need some group participation for this one, guys. This one is. Don't be embarrassed.
Don't be
shy now. Put what coach everyone is from. Colonized culture. Big Babes put. Nice.
Big Babes.
Santa. What is that?
Hindi.
Hindi. Yeah, all right. Okay, we got Hindi. Okay.
Yes.
All right, everybody don't be shy now. You can put where you from in there. This is gonna be this present. Okay, so listen. The presentation is I didn't get a chance to finish it. I was working on it up until right before the class started. Like seriously. But it's still gonna be wonderful. I follow my ancestors of the Nile, thine great netters. Hotep, so we only have 3 people. Everybody in the chat, come on now, don't be shy. I need some participation now. So this presentation, like I said, this presentation was inspired by a conversation that I had with one of my good brothers, right? And it was a presentation. It was a conversation that I had with him, and he called me, and it was a conversation. So, but it had me asking questions, and it got me to the point where, I just wanted some simple answers to some questions. But, with him, I had to talk to him, and it was a beautiful conversation. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. I see we got a Hindu culture, colonized culture, and none. That's great. And Anunnaki culture. Oh, Nile Valley culture. Okay, that's great. That's awesome. This is great. We got a live chat here. So I'm going to begin. Rebellious culture. That's what I'm talking about, Minku. All right, let me get my screen sharing. Let's get this. Ma'at culture now. That's right. So let me go to the screen share. Hold on. All right, I'll go to screen share. Is my screen sharing?
It's yes.
Is this sound playing? I want to play a video. I want to hear some sound.
You gotta play the video.
Is it not playing? Hold on.
Is this Charlemagne?
Yeah.
Charlemagne the God.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
What
All
a
right,
clown.
here we go. Let's go share. Present. Can y'all hear it?
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
The screen's not sharing, by the way, my brother.
All right, hold on. I can't get my
Give it up for our brother here, ARCAD. He is coming back after a couple months hiatus. Give him some patience. Show him some love in the chat. And let's give him some encouraging energy.
Screen share.
He's doing a great job.
Let's see. Now is it screen sharing?
Yes.
Can y'all hear it?
No.
No sound?
You gotta hit when you share it, you gotta check that box off in the left-hand bottom corner.
Okay. One more time. I appreciate y'all patience. One more time. Here we go.
Yeah, people are throwing you hearts, so you're good.
Just do it like this. Boom.
Yeah, when you do Chrome tab, say share tab audio in the bottom left. Make sure that's checked.
Oh, okay. Nah, it's not. Okay, I gotta do the entire screen. Share system audio. Okay, I got it. There we go. Boom. Is it screen sharing now?
Yes.
Is it my whole screen?
Yep.
Can y'all hear the sound?
Yes. Can you blow up your screen? Can you hit that blow up button? Yeah, right there. Yep.
All right, hold on. Let's run it back one more time.
Yeah, hit present and then hit present again.
Sometimes I remember
on the actual Canva.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Peace, Eric G. Welcome.
Screen share. Select tab.
Hail to the whole chat. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Okay, it's sharing.
Is it sharing?
Like
can y'all see my whole screen?
Right?
No. When you go up at the top beside share, hit present. No, hit present. And then hit present again at the bottom.
Oh, bam. Okay.
And bad thing is black
Enter
people
full
turn
screen
our
mode,
trauma into culture.
Okay. Now here we go, guys. Y'all ready? Is it presenting?
Yes.
The bad thing is black people, we turn our trauma into culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I said, it's good sometimes to remember where you come from, but then it's also like, do I want to, because it feels like you're celebrating it a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Celebrating the worst times of your life.
Right.
You know?
But I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, because that's what made me who I am today. I wouldn't be sitting right here with you if it wasn't for the worst times of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. One time of his life, he spent more time in jail than he was actually outside of jail.
Period.
Which is wild.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Did y'all hear the video? Hotep, can y'all hear me? Did y'all hear it? Okay, I'm gonna run it back. Okay, so like I said, guys, this presentation was, it was sparked by a conversation I had with one of my brothers. And we were talking about culture, and it just led me to, it just sent me down a rabbit hole. It sent me on this path. So I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to begin my presentation. I'm going to run the video back one more time so you guys can hear what they said. And I asked the question about what culture everyone is from. So let's hear this one more time.
It's a good and bad thing. Bad thing is black people, we turn our trauma into culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I said, it's good sometimes to remember where you come from, but then it's also like, do I want to, because it feels like you're celebrating it a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Celebrating the worst times of your life.
Right.
You know?
But I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, because that's what made me who I am today. I wouldn't be sitting right here with you if it wasn't for the worst times of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. One time of his life, he spent more time in jail than he was actually outside of jail.
Period.
Which is wild.
Wow, guys. So now that brings us to culture. So you hear that good brother there, that good brother Charlemagne, and a rapper brother said, Black people tend to celebrate their culture. I noticed I didn't see nobody put black in the chat. I didn't know. All I saw was Hindu. Some people put Nile Valley culture. Some people put some other cultures. So that's great. So you know what? Let's talk about culture for a little bit. Let's talk about it. And here's my presentation, guys. So what is culture? Culture. So right here it says culture is the art and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. 20th century, the arts, a refined understanding or appreciation of culture. Men of culture, similar, education, cultivation, enlightenment, discernment, discrimination. The ideas, customs, and social behaviors of a particular people or society. Afro-Caribbean culture, similar. We have civilization, society, way of life, lifestyle, customs, traditions. The attitudes and behaviors characteristic of a particular social group. The emerging drug culture, for instance. I know Ahati said last week he don't use Google, but you know what? I'm using Google right now because I just want to illustrate that all the answers can be found simply by looking. All we have to do is look. So this is quite simply a very easy Google search. Anyone can do it. Just type in Google, type in culture, and this is what popped up. These are what popped up. The arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively, a refined understanding or appreciation of culture, men of culture, education, cultivation, enlightenment, discernment, ideas, customs, and social behaviors of a particular people or society, civilization, society, way of life, lifestyle, customs, traditions, the attitudes and behavior characteristic of a particular social group, the emerging drug culture. Scribe, you got any background music, brother? Just a tad bit. Biology, the cultivation of bacteria, tissue, cells, etc., in an artificial medium containing nutrients. The cells proliferate readily in culture. A preparation of cells obtained by culture. The bacterium was isolated in 2 blood cultures. The cultivation of plants. This variety of lettuce is popular for its ease of culture. So, along with culture, and by the way, guys, I had I had so many more slides to present, but I actually ran out of time in creating this. So maybe we'll do a part 2 after this, but so let's just look at some of this, right? So some of the words that are similar to culture, the arts, education, cultivation, civilization, cultivation, culture, that makes sense, right? Cultivation. I wonder how that ties into Asar. I don't know. Maybe that'd be a good question to ask our Saba. Anyway.
Come on the screen,
So
my
culture.
brother. We want to see you. We want to see why
you want to see me?
Brother. Yes, sir. We want to see you.
Y'all want to see me?
Yeah, there he is.
Can you see?
Yeah,
all right,
now we
y'all
know
can
who's
see.
presenting.
All right,
All
okay.
right.
All right, y'all. Your segment was presented. Y'all saw it. Y'all could see it. All right. So culture. Culture can be defined as the values, behaviors, customs, shared beliefs, and artifacts that categorize a group or society. It encompasses many practices, including language, cuisine, music, art, religion, social norms, and traditions. Historical events, geographic location, and interactions with other cultures shape it. It plays a significant role in shaping individual and collective identity. Shaping how individuals view the world and interact with others, culture is passed down from generation to generation, and it evolves over time. So all of those that put whatever culture they was from in the chat, feel free to share with us right now before we move on. What is the language of that particular culture that you put in the chat? I would like to see. I need a little bit of crowd participation. So, Scribe, you want to help me out here, brother? Anybody put any languages in the chat? What language? I saw like three languages. What did I saw? I saw 3 cultures. I saw Hindi. I think I saw Nile Valley culture. Then I saw no culture. So no culture means no language, no cuisine, no music, no art, no religion. Everybody put in the chat what language is their culture. What cuisine, what food goes along, what, I wish I could see. I usually have my TV on, but I'm presenting, so I don't have it on. I don't have the chat showing. So those in the chat, put what language that culture is.
They say America English.
Okay, that's a culture. That sounds like Western culture.
They
to me.
say
That's English.
The Nuna family says the Medunetter.
Okay, nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Squano says English.
English. Nice. What about food? Anybody put any food? What about the Hindi brother? Somebody put the brother put his culture was Hindi. What food? What is some Hindi food or music or art or religion, social norms?
Get those samosas. What does it say? Bahi puri and lots of curry.
What is that? A food?
I believe so. Yeah, curry is.
All right. Okay. Cool. So I see we got some food, some languages in the chat. So a little bit of participation. That's great. So everyone is familiar with culture then, right? Because culture is defined as the values, behaviors, customs, shared beliefs, and artifacts that categorize a group or society. It encompasses many practices, including language, cuisine, music, art, religion, social norms, and traditions, right? Yeah, cool. Historical events, geographic location, and interactions with other cultures shape it. It plays a significant role in shaping individual and collective identity, shaping how individuals view the world and interact with others. Culture is passed down from generation to generation, and it evolves over time. Great. So now let's look at some of these, right? Appreciate your participation in the chat. So now let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of these now. So let's look at language, right? This is easy. Language, right? So language is quite easy Google search. Language. The definition of language is linguistics, computing, It's a noun, plural noun, languages. Number one, the principal method of human communication consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. A study of the way children learn language, a nonverbal method of expression or communication, a language or gesture and facial expressions, speech, writing, communication. That's right. A system of communication used by a particular country or community. The book was translated into 25 different languages. So similar to language, what words are similar to language? We have tongue, speech, mother tongue, dialect, vernacular. Guys, I'm laughing now because I got the best teacher on the internet, and now I actually know how tongue and speech relate to my actual culture. I actually know that now. So shout out to our Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra for actually teaching me about the tongue. And shout out to Scribe and Ahati, because if you've been with us for the last few Sundays, then you'll be familiar with some of the teachings that we've been doing on the power of speech and the language and how important it is and how what we say influences our environment and our surrounding, right? So, and if you haven't, then check out the past teachings and you'll see how tongue and speech influence our surroundings. So moving right along, a system of symbols and rules for writing programs or algorithms. That sounds right. Computer language, a new programming language. Okay. Number 3, the style of a piece of writing or speech. The procedure is simple in everyday language. The phraseology and vocabulary of a particular profession, domain, or group. Similar as wording, diction, phrasing, style, vocabulary. Yes. Guys, I put all of this on here. I was going to cut it short, right? But I was going to go into all of these different tongue and muse and all of that. But I didn't get a chance to. Like I said, I ran out of space, ran out of time in creating this presentation for y'all because I wanted it to be special, and it is. So, moving right along, looking at that. So, language ties into culture. Did I go back? I gotta go back forward.
It's a good and bad thing.
We got 25 in the chat. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. ARCAD, you got 25 people watching you.
Nice. This is excellent. I hope that they understand how language and culture are intertwined and inseparable. Why? Because language reflects cultural values and beliefs, and it shapes the way that people think, and it enables communication within a culture. So language and culture are intertwined and they're inseparable. Language reflects cultural values, beliefs, and shapes the way people think, and it enables communication within a culture. So shout out to the 25 people that are in the chat that understand how language and culture are intertwined. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate the support. And I had a whole bunch more slides to go along, but we're just going to move it right along. I'm on my next one. So language, music, huh? Music. What did it say? Language, music, religion, art, all things that are intertwined with culture, right? Okay, cool. So we celebrating culture right now. Charlemagne said Black people tend to celebrate their trauma. We celebrate our trauma, we celebrate our pain. So music, right? This is one of the ways we celebrate our culture, right? So here we go, good old Google. So music is a noun, a vocal or instrumental sound, or both combined in such a way as to produce beauty or form, harmony, and expression of emotion. Wow. So music can be an expression of emotion. The couples were dancing to the music. Excellent. So here we go. Some similar words that tie into the word music. Note, strains, tones, chords, sound, tune, air, melody. Shout out to my good brother Scribe. Tones, chords, sound, tune, air, melody. Shout out to those teachers last week too, brother. The art or science of composing or performing music. A noun. He devoted his life to music. A sound perceived as pleasingly harmonious. The background music is softly lapping water. The written or printed signs representing vocal or instrumental sound. Tony learned to read music. The score or scores of a musical composition or compositions. The music was open on a stand. Phrases. Music to one's ears is something that is pleasant or gratifying to hear or discover. The commission's report was music to the ears of the administration. So here it says, what is the best definition of music? And here it says, another quite easy Google search from 5 days ago. The art of producing pleasing or expressive combinations of tones, especially with melody, rhythm, and usually harmony. So that's a great way of saying all of this right here, right? I was gonna go and y'all look forward to part 2. I'm gonna do it. I said it. It's gonna be a part 2. So I was gonna go into this right here, muse. I don't know if you guys can see right there. I was gonna go into that. But anyway, we're gonna move right along here, right? So music and language tie into culture. Right? So it could be said that music is deeply intertwined with culture, and it is often considered one of the most important expressions of cultural identity. Music reflects the values, beliefs, and traditions of a particular society and serves as a means of communicating cultural ideas and experiences to others. Different cultures have different musical traditions, which can vary widely in terms of style, rhythm, instrumentation, and lyrics. Music is often also closely tied to religious and spiritual practices, with many cultures using music as a means of connecting with the divine. In addition to reflecting cultural identity, music can also be used as a means of cultural exchange, with different cultures borrowing and adapting musical styles and techniques from one another. This can lead to the creation of new musical forms and styles that blend elements from different cultural traditions. Overall, music is a powerful tool for expressing and shaping cultural identity and is an important part of the human experience across cultures and throughout history. Okay, cool. Now, I want everybody in the chat right now to put in the chat what kind of music is associated with their culture. Because in the beginning, right here, I'm gonna go back. This gentleman.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I said, it's good to sometimes remember where you come from, but it's also like, I want to feel like you're celebrating it a little. Right. You know what I mean? Celebrating the worst times of your life.
Right.
You know?
But I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, because that's what made me who I am today. I wouldn't be sitting right here with you if it wasn't for the worst times of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. So he is a musical artist right there. He's a musical artist. He is a what some people would call a rapper or an artist. He's a lyricist, spoken word artist. So everybody in the chat, put in the chat what kind of music is associated with their culture. And as you can hear, that brother said that he celebrates his pain. So it says music is deeply intertwined and is often intertwined with culture, often considered one of the most important expressions of cultural identity. So that's how he expresses his cultural identity. Yep, this is right. Scribe Wisdom Music, brother. And what musical styles did anybody put in the chat? Did anybody put any particular musical styles in the chat? Can y'all hear me? Am I still screen sharing?
Yes, you're screen sharing.
Anybody put any
All
musical
right, let's check.
styles
Let me
in the
check.
chat?
Yes, sir.
I
Let me
can't see,
check
brother.
for you.
I usually have my
All right.
TV on and playing it, but I can't.
We have Squano. Mr. Nito Campbell has R&B. Eric G says
R&B,
banda.
okay, rhythm and blues.
Let's see,
Rhythm
Anu
and blues.
says, unfortunately, I haven't heard a recreation of our Nile Valley music. I wouldn't be surprised if it vibrates at 72 hertz.
Nice.
That's some low bass right there. All right,
Nice.
hip hop, blues and jazz, real hip hop.
Nice.
Big Vape, you may have to come on and explain to us what this is. Kompa and Rara HT.
What? Okay.
Punk,
All right.
hip hop and rub and dub roots.
Nice.
Rockers. All right.
Nice. Excellent. So it looks like we got a nice assortment of music, and people have a great understanding of how music intertwines with their particular culture. That's awesome. That is awesome. So moving right along here, next we have cuisine. So food, right? Food. Let's see how food relates to culture. Let's see. Dictionary. We got a good old Google here. We got cuisine. A style or method of cooking, especially as characteristic of a particular country, region, or establishment. Yep. Much Venetian cuisine is based on seafood. I didn't know that. Venetian culture, their cuisine is based on seafood. That's good to know, but that makes sense. Venetian is close to the water. Okay, cool. Similar cooking, fair food, hot cuisine, if I'm saying that word right, cordon bleu, nouvelle cuisine. Anyway, it's food cooked in a certain way, plural noun, cuisinists. We spent the evening sampling local cuisine. So we got origin here, Latin goes back. So cuisine traces back from the French word to Latin to coquina to coquia, which means to cook. The Latin word which means to cook. All my Latin brothers and sisters out there know what that means, to cook. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, cuisine, food and cuisine are an integral part of culture, and it reflects its history, geography, and social norms. It provides a means of expressing identity and connecting with others, shaping social relationships, and contributing to the sense of community. Eating practices can serve as a form of social distinction, representing class, gender, and ethnic identity. Through food, one can gain insight into the values, beliefs, and traditions of a culture. Therefore, food and cuisine play a significant role in shaping and expressing cultural identity. So those of you in the chat now, put what food is closely related to their culture. I am very, very, very curious to know what food or cuisine closely relates to your culture. In the chat, 25 people, shout out to you guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. And put in the chat how food relates to your particular culture. What particular food? I like to know, please. Since we're celebrating culture, and speaking about culture, do we got any takers, Scribe? What kind of foods we got? What kind of foods people liking out there? Doritos?
We got rice, beans, and vegetables, root vegetables.
Rice and beans. Nice,
Pasta.
nice. Pasta, okay. All right, okay. Cool, so what else?
Rice and peas with coconut
Rice
milk.
and peas? Nice.
McDonald's. Cash P done put McDonald's.
Nice. Western. Nice.
Eric G put beans, pasta, veggies, and fish.
That's
Wano
awesome.
put
Those
collard
are great.
greens.
Nice. Okay, awesome. All right, cool. So people understanding now, good, how cuisine, food, how it relates to culture. That's excellent, man. That is awesome. Awesome.
Let's see, Master K put lentils. Ka put bread. Ka Vantu, she put bread. And Manifesto put potato salad.
Man, that sounds good, man. that sounds delicious. All right, so great. I appreciate the participation too, everybody. I really do. So next we have art. So art is, man, let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna come back with this presentation, and I'm going to go more into depth with this because I found. Let me tell y'all something. Wait, I don't want to stop it. I don't want to break my bill, right? But man, listen. When I was creating this and I was going into the sources and just looking stuff up, man, you get stuck in this rabbit hole, man. Like I keep getting pulled down the rabbit holes of learning. Like I'm so excited to be learning new stuff, right? So like, right, for example, I'm not gonna get into it now, but look, art and military, right? Military and art. Okay, cool, right? Yeah. Noun, art, plural, noun, arts, plural, the arts. The expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as a painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. The art of the Renaissance. Nice. So similar, fine art, artwork, works produced by human creative skill and imagination. So works produced by human creative skill and imagination. Okay, all right. Similar, fine art, artwork. Right here, creative activity resulting in the production of paintings, drawings, or sculpture. She's good at art. Nice. Number 2, the various branches of creative activity, such as painting, music, literature, and dance. The visual arts. Okay, that makes sense. 2 or 3, subjects of study primarily concerned with the processes and products of human creativity and social life, such as languages, literature, and history. as contrasted with scientific or technical subjects. The belief that the arts and sciences were incompatible. Okay. Here we go. Number 4, a skill at doing a specified thing, typically one acquired through practice. The art of conversation. The art of conversation. Nice. So the art is the expression or application of creative skill and imagination. Wow. That's awesome. All right. I'm not going to ask everybody in the chat to put some representations of art that relate to their culture. I'm not going to do that. We're going to move right along, right? We're going to keep it moving. So next, to sum it up, art. Art is an integral aspect of culture, and this is how it relates to culture, because it is embodying and influencing a society's values, beliefs, and experiences. Art is unique to each culture. Art forms express its worldview, traditions, and identity. Art communicates ideas, emotions, and stories, forging connections and meaning for individuals and communities. It also preserves and transmits cultural heritage. So art preserves and transmits cultural heritage, ancestral artifacts over religious opinion. Okay. It captures historical events, social changes, and cultural practices that may otherwise be lost. Furthermore, art provides a platform for social and political commentary, challenging established norms and promoting critical thinking and social justice. Overall, art is a potent and varied medium of cultural expression, reflecting and shaping a society's identity and promoting mutual understanding across diverse communities. All right, that's what's up. So art. That is beautiful. So art is unique to each culture. All right, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Now, stop screen sharing here. Stop screen sharing here. Am I still screen sharing?
No, you're not screen sharing.
Okay. I'm trying to go back. I want to go to the chat.
You went back in the shadows too, my brother. We don't see you.
I'm back in the shadows. Man, I'm fumbling with the computer because my tab keep popping up, so it won't disappear. All right, so as we could see, right, we got a lot of participation. So different cultures express different foods that they like, their language, right, their music, right. Music is one of the things, like I put up in the beginning, was he's a rapper, right? So he identifies with a particular culture, right? And that would be art and music as well, right? And they have particular social norms and they behave a particular way. So this is beautiful, man. I appreciate everyone in the chat and everyone that's showing support. So we're going to keep it moving, and we are going to examine, right, some of these cultures, right? So we looked at language, cuisine, music, art, and religion. So now we're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna look at some things. Take a look at some things. My screen sharing, Scribe. Tell me when it shares.
All right, no, you're not screen sharing yet.
All right, there we go. Hold on. I'm getting good with the screen sharing, brother. If I could pop it up. How am I doing, everybody? Go ahead. What you saying, brother?
When you do present on Canva and you do present, do the present full screen instead of presenter view, and it
pop up full screen for you, and you should be able to, go back and forth between this tab and that tab.
All right. Let's try it again. There we go. Boom. Oh, there I go. You can see me. I can see. All right, here we go. Bam. My screen sharing?
Yes, sir.
But y'all can see, I got to go to present. And then what did you say? The present at the
screen.
bottom? Bam. Okay. Bam. Am I presenting my full screen?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Bam. All right. So now let's look at religion. See, it was a blank screen right here, right? Because I had a whole bunch of stuff right here. But we're going to keep it pushing, guys. We're going to keep it pushing. I appreciate everyone tuning in. So let's look at religion, man. Let's look at religion and how it relates to culture. So we looked at art. We looked at music. We looked at food. We looked at religion. Let's see now. Religion. A quick Google search will show you how religion relates to culture. So it says right here, religion, the belief in and worship of a superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods, ideas about the relationship between science and religion. Similar, faith, belief, divinity, worship, creed, teaching, doctrine. A particular system of faith or worship, a religion. The world's great religions. A pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes, to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Consumerism is the new religion. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Religion, it says, a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Consumerism is the new religion. Wow, I wonder what culture that is. That must be a Western culture. Consumerism is the new religion. Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't know that. Phrases, get religion, to be converted, religious belief and practices. He got religion and gave his money to the poor. Okay. Origin, Latin, to bind. Religer means to bind. So religion went to Latin, religo, then it went to religer, R-E-L-I-G-A-R-E, which means to bind. Okay, all right. To bind, religion. Religion means to bind. Obligation, bond, reverence, perhaps based on the Latin, there it goes, right there. Religare, religiary, to bind. Nice. All right. So we know what religion is now, right? So religion and culture are interconnected and have a significant impact on each other. Religion shapes the values, practices, and traditions of cultures, providing guidance and ethical standards that shape social, political, and economic structures. Culture, in turn, provides a framework for religious expression and reflects the diversity of experience. Religious affiliation can also function as a marker of cultural identity, reflecting one's origin and background. Religion and culture create a shared sense of community and tradition, shaping life in profound ways. Wow. So, let's look at this real quick. So it says religion and culture. Religion shapes the values, practices, and traditions of a culture, providing guidance and ethical standards. This is where I was going to go off at, guys, because I was going to really go in on religion providing guidance and ethical standards. I had a whole nother Shout out to the best teacher on the internet, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. I had a whole choose your adventure. I was trying to do a choose your own adventure one. It didn't come quite out the way I wanted it to, but it came really close. So shout out to Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra for the choose your adventure teachings that he provides. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now that we got that out the way, right? We've looked at food, religion, art, music. We've looked at some things that combine religion, that combine culture. We looked at some things that are unique to cultures, right? Music, arts, right? All of those things. Now, let's take a little bit closer look at some cultures and their different values, beliefs, and behaviors. So, along with everybody that put some great examples in the chat, let's go look at some. Let's look at some great cultures, right? Let's look at some popular cultures, right? Let's look at this, right? Can y'all see? Let's look at the Irish culture. This is all of this, guys, is done on Google. Everything was Google. I just Google searched it and just put it together, right? Why? Because everyone isn't as advanced yet with using all the VPNs and all that stuff. So I remember I heard once upon a time, I heard them say, if you want to hide something from some culture, put it in a book. I'm not familiar. Those of you in the chat that have ever heard that, if you want to hide something from a particular culture, put it in a book. So right here we have Irish. We're going to look at Irish culture. Irish. So the language arts. Irish's language is Gaelic. And Gaelic is a native language of Ireland. And many Irish people still speak it today. Irish literature is also renowned with writers such as James Joyce and Samuel Beckett making significant contributions to the literary world. Here we go right here. Good old James Joyce. Shout out to him. He got the slick Rick eye. He got the one. What's that? He got the one. The bifocals. He got the goggles. Cuisine. Traditional Irish cuisine features dishes such as soda bread, Irish stew, shepherd's pie. Ireland is also known for its whiskey, beer, and Guinness being a particular famous Irish beer. I actually didn't know that Guinness was Irish. I thought it was Jamaican, but or what do I know, right? The religion, most Irish religion, for the Irish culture, their religion is Catholicism. And Catholicism is the dominant religion in Ireland, with the majority of the population identifying as Catholic. The influence of Catholicism can be seen in Irish culture, with good old St. Patrick's Day being a significant religious holiday. Nice, here we go. So St. Patrick's Day this year is right here, March 17th, 2023. It's Friday, March 17th, 2023. Awesome. So here's that gentleman right there. While we celebrating the Irish culture, shout out to all the Irish people out there. We celebrating y'all culture. Celebrating culture today. Celebrating culture, everybody. Here go good old James Joyce right here. James Joyce, he was an Irish novelist. Excellent. And here goes our good friend Samuel Beckett. Samuel Beckett was an Irish novelist. This is awesome, guys. And here goes some of, what is this? Grandma's Irish soda bread. Soda bread, I never heard of that. But apparently that is closely related to Irish culture. That is a cuisine that is closely related to Irish culture. Soda bread. And shepherd's pie. I did not know that. I did not know that shepherd's pie was actually closely related to Irish culture. I didn't know that, guys. Shout out to shepherd's pie. Moving right along. So I just learned something excellent about Irish culture. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Now that we are celebrating cultures, can we put everyone's culture in the chat now? Y'all want to celebrate with us? We just celebrated Irish chat. Everybody that's Irish in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if we got any Irish people in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Sky, we got any takers, good brother? Got any ones?
Eric G said he's Irish a little bit.
Nice, Irish. Nice, Eric G. So is all of this stuff true? Is Guinness and soda bread, is that an Irish cuisine? Eric G, shout out to you, my good brother. And have you ever heard of the great Irish novelist James Joyce? Shout out to him. Eric, have you ever heard of these people? Is these some things that you're familiar with in relation to your culture? We'd like to know.
He says Guinness, yeah, I never heard of soda bread.
Nice. Okay, there we go, right? Okay, cool. So Guinness is related to Irish culture. I actually didn't know that. I really didn't know. That's what I'm saying, man. I get stuck in this rabbit hole, man, and just. All right, great guys. So we've looked at Irish. Now let's look at another. Let's look at another culture. Let's look at another culture, right? Chinese culture. Nice. Chinese culture, right? So the Chinese language is Mandarin. So the official language of China is Mandarin. Okay, cool. Mandarin is the official Chinese culture, and it is the most spoken language in the world. Chinese calligraphy is also a revered art form, with intricate characters and strokes creating beautiful works of art. Chinese cuisine is diverse and varied, with dishes such as dumplings, stir fry, hot pot being popular. Chinese tea culture is also very well known. I'm actually an avid tea drinker. I love me some matcha tea. With tea ceremonies and traditional teas such as green tea and oolong tea being enjoyed. Nice. Chinese religions closely associated with Chinese culture are Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism are the three main religions in China. Each of these religions have influenced Chinese culture, with Confucianism emphasizing social order and respect for elders. Taoism emphasizing harmony with nature. You don't say. And Buddhism emphasizing enlightenment. This is wonderful. Wow. This is excellent. So here we go. So Chinese culture, guys. Here we go right here. So this picture right here, this wonderful piece of art is a Chinese depiction of the three teachings, right? Of Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism is all reflected in this wonderful picture right here. This is a very famous picture. I've seen it in many Chinese restaurants I've gone into. I've seen it around, so I'm very familiar with this being associated with Chinese culture. Very, very, very familiar. And here we go. Right here, we says Chinga or Kinga, King Cha. In Chinese, oolong teas are also known as King Cha, like T'Challa, I don't know, King Cha, or dark green tea. The term blue tea, French, the blue, in French is synonymous with the term oolong. Oh, okay, cool, guys. So look, it says oolong is synonymous with the French term blue. So blue tea. So oolong tea means blue tea. See how I get stuck in that rabbit hole, man? Anyway, moving right along. Here we go right here. Here goes some of these great Chinese calligraphy artists. Right here, it says that China, right, is Chinese calligraphy is a revered art form. It is revered, with intricate characters and strokes creating beautiful works of art. And here goes 3 or 4 Chinese calligraphy artists. Here go the good brother Wu. We have, went back to Irish. Irish people give the Chinese culture a chance. So we got Chang. I can't see the bottom of that, guys. And then we got Su Dong Po. Su Dong Po is a famous Chinese calligraphy artist. Su Dong Po. There we go. Chang Dei Chaing. And then we have Pu Ru. Pu Ru is a very known Chinese calligraphy artist. And here goes some Chinese calligraphy strokes. Here it goes, right here. There goes some right here. And right here we have some dumplings. Some, what does this say? It says Chinese, it says shrimp dumpling stir fry. Here we go. So there's a picture of shrimp dumpling stir fry, everybody. Man, we are celebrating culture out here today, man. We are celebrating culture. Some beautiful, beautiful cultures right here. We just went and celebrated a little bit of the Irish culture. Shout out to the Irish. Shout out to Eric G. Shout out to everybody in the chat that is of Irish culture. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the Chinese people. Do we have any Chinese people in the chat? If we do, put a 1 in the chat. We are celebrating culture here, people. We are celebrating culture. Shout out to anybody and everybody. We got any ones in the chat? We got any Chinese people in the chat? Anybody from the Chinese culture? Anybody identify with Chinese culture? Put it in the chat. Scribe, what we looking like, brother? We got any ones?
No, we don't have any ones.
No Chinese culture, huh? Okay, that's cool. I ain't moving. That's no worries, no worries. Actually had a okay, no worries, no worries. Moving right along. How am I doing so far, everybody? How am I doing? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Put a 1 if I'm doing good. Put a 1 if I'm doing good in the chat. Put a 1. Scribe, I got any ones, or do I need to stop right here? Do I need to stop right here?
There's a little delay, so let's give them some time. They'll come in.
Delay?
You're doing great, my brother.
All right, okay. Appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate it.
Yeah, here they come. They're coming in.
We got some ones. We doing good. Okay, so shout out to all the Irish people in the chat. Shout out to all the Chinese people in the chat. Shout out to you and shout out to your culture. Man, it is absolutely wonderful to learn about different cultures. For me, guys, it is I can't get enough. I actually can't get enough of learning about everyone's culture here, and I appreciate everyone in the chat, and I appreciate the diversity in cultures in the chat as well. So we're gonna go right on. We're gonna move right on to the next one. Russian. Ooh, that was a good one. Nice. Wait, don't they got something going on? There's some type of conflict or something going on out there right now, right? With the current events going on. Is there some type of conflict right now going on in the world? Huh? Am I muted? Huh? What to say?
Yeah, the comedian in
Nice.
in Ukraine.
Nice. Okay. Cool. There we go. So we're looking at cultures here, guys. So we just looked at Chinese culture. We looked at we looked at Chinese culture. We looked at Irish culture. Now we are looking at Russian culture. Shout out to everybody that's Russian. Do we got any Russian people in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you Russian. Put a 1 in the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you if you are Russian in the chat. Shout out to your culture. So right here, let's see. Russian culture, language, arts. Russian is the official language of Russia. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know the language was actually called Russian. I thought it was called something else. Because when I ask people, hey, what is Chinese? What is the language of China? People always say Chinese, but the language is Mandarin. From what we see right here, the most common language, the most spoken language in Chinese is Mandarin. So shout out to Mandarin, not Chinese language. Anyway, Russian. The Russian language is the official language of Russia, and it is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. I didn't know that. Russian literature is also world renowned, with authors such as Leo Tolstoy. Hope I'm saying that right, guys. I mean, no disrespect. I don't want to butcher the name, but I'm unfamiliar with that word. Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. There we go. And Fyodor Dostoevsky. Okay, I hope I'm saying that right. If I got any Russians in the chat, can you guys help me out with this? Anyway, Fyodor and Dostoevsky making significant contributions to the literary canon, right? So these are world-renowned Russian literary writers, right? This brother right here is a Russian novelist, and he is a Russian writer. I don't know what's the difference. He writes novels, and he's just a writer. Okay, cool. So traditional Russian cuisine features dishes such as borscht. I know I can't say that right. Borscht. A soup made with beets. Blini. Okay, blini. Thin pancakes. And pelmeni, which is dumplings filled with meat. Okay. And vodka. Okay, cool. So vodka is also a significant part of Russian cuisine and culture. Anybody Russian in the chat? Can y'all confirm or deny? Is Russia a significant part of Russian culture? Is vodka a significant part of Russian culture? I don't know. I'm not Russian, but this is what it says. Religion. Orthodox Christianity is the dominant religion in Russia, with the majority of the population identifying as Orthodox Christians. Orthodox Christianity has influenced Russian art, literature, and music throughout history. There we go. Art, literature, music. Here we go, guys. All of these things that are closely related to culture. Music. Russian classical music is famous around the world, with composers such as Tchaikovsky. I hope I'm saying that right. I know I'm not. And Rachmaninoff and Stravinsky, making significant contributions to the genre. Folk music is also an important part of Russian culture, with instruments such as the balalaika, and the accordion used in traditional Russian music. Okay, guys, so I didn't know that. So there we go. The balalaika. That's looks like a guitar, but it is it's an instrument used in Russian culture. And here we go. Here's the Russian accordion, the banyan. The banyan is a type of chromatic. There's that word, chromatic. Wonder how chromatic relates to sound, relates to one of the teachings that we had a few weeks ago. Chromatic button accordion developed in the Russian Empire in the early 20th century and named after the 11th century bard Banyan. Okay, cool. There we go. And here we go. Here goes some blini. This is the pancakes right here, the blini. The blini is traditional Russian cuisine. It's a part of traditional Russian cuisine. Here we go. The beet soup right here is the beet soup. I don't know, guys. Y'all, I don't know. Look like tomato soup to me. I don't know. But anyway, and here's the dumplings. So we got Chinese dumplings, and then we have Russian dumplings. So Russian dumplings are called pelmeni. Pelmeni is called Russian dumplings. That's great. This is great. And here's this gentleman right here. He is the Russian composer, Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. This brother right here, right there. He's a Russian composer. Man, so This was excellent, man. So what we did was we just looked at three popular cultures, right? Three popular cultures and how cuisine, religion, art, and how some things uniquely relate to those three cultures. Now, this was excellent too, guys. Did we have any Russians in the chat? Anybody put in the chat? Anybody from Russia? Anybody from Russian culture in the chat? Don't be scared, guys. You don't gotta be scared. You could speak up. You could speak up. I don't watch the news. I don't know what's going on outside. Because you could speak up.
We have two people. A brother Michael. He says I'm
Shout
part
out
Russian.
to Michael. Shout out to you,
Haras.
brother Michael. And who else? Harass.
Yes,
Shout out to you,
Haras
brother.
gift.
Shout out to Harass.
sister.
So, shout out to you, sister. Shout out to you, sister. So, are any of these things correct? Is this correct? Am I on point with some of these things and how they relate to the cultures? So, any of my Russian brothers and sisters out there that I touch on anything that I hit, are these correct? Are these right and exact? Is these some things that are related to y'all cultures? Those of you that may be Russian, those of you that may be Chinese, and those of you that may be Irish, put it in the chat. Tell me, am I on point with the foods, the languages, some of the writers, some of the things that are unique to your particular culture? Put a 1 in the chat if these things are correct. No, it's a delay. I'm going back and forth. Put a 1 in the chat if these things are correct and they relate to your Irish culture. I wouldn't know. I'm not culture. I'm not Irish. Anybody put any in the chat, Scribe?
Yes, you're getting ones.
Ones. Okay, cool. Great. All right, bet. Great. So as we can see, based on individual, particular, specific people in the chat, I appreciate your help in going through this presentation, guys. I actually really appreciate the love. So that tells me I'm getting the ones that these things are correct in relation to your cultures. So James Joyce and Samuel Beckett and Shepherd's Pie relate to Irish culture, and the Gaelic is the language of Ireland. It's awesome. And we can see that Mandarin is the official language of China, and Buddhism, Taoism are different religions that relate to Chinese culture. Excellent. And Chinese calligraphy is also world renowned. And you know what? Shout out to Chinese food, because those of you that grew up in a big city, y'all know how many Chinese spots and Chinese food it is in the city. So shout out to you and the Chinese people, Chinese food. All right, so moving right along now. This is excellent, man. This is excellent. I appreciate it. So now, let me give you some ways people can lose their culture. Let's give you some ways that people can lose their culture. Am I still screen sharing? So here are 3 examples. Here are 3 examples of ways that people can lose their culture, right? It wasn't gonna be all pretty. Y'all thought it was gonna be all pretty? Y'all thought it was gonna be all pretty and bright lights and yeah, that's what y'all thought, right? It's all good. Y'all saw it good. Now let me give you 3 examples of ways people lose their culture. Assimilation. Assimilation is when people migrate or move to a new country or region. They may assimilate into the dominant culture of that place, leading to a loss of their original culture. This can happen due to various factors, including the pressure to conform to the dominant culture, discrimination or prejudice against their own culture, or a lack of opportunities to maintain their cultural practices. Cultural suppression occurs when a dominant group actively seeks to eradicate the culture of a minority group. This can happen through policies such as bans on language, religion, or cultural practices, or through violent means such as genocide or forced assimilation. Wow, that don't sound good. Globalization. Globalization. With the increasing interconnectedness of the world, some cultural practices may be lost due to globalization. As cultures merge and mix, some traditional practices may be abandoned or modified to adapt to changing circumstances, leading to a loss of cultural heritage. Additionally, the spread of mass media and technology can lead to the homogenization culture, homogenization of culture, with people around the world adopting similar values, beliefs, and practices, even if it goes against their natural way of existing. Even if it goes against their natural way of existing. Okay, so these, let me stop screen sharing. Let me stop for a second. Let me stop screen sharing. So, assimilation. Does everyone know what assimilation is? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Am I still screen sharing, Scribe? No, I'm not, right?
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm going back in, guys. I'm gonna be a master at this screen sharing. I'm telling you. I'm finna get it, bro. I am finna get it. Go back and share my screen. Am I screen sharing?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I just figured out how I could do this. Okay, cool. So now, assimilation is when a people migrate or move to a new country or region. They may assimilate into the dominant culture of that place, leading to a loss of their original culture. This can happen due to various factors, including the pressure to conform to the dominant culture, discrimination or prejudice against their own culture, and lack of opportunities to maintain their cultural practices. Cultural suppression. Cultural suppression occurs when a dominant group actively seeks to eradicate the culture of a minority group. This can happen through policies such as bans on language, religion, or cultural practices, or through violent means such as genocide or forced assimilation. Globalization. With the increasing interconnectedness of the world, some cultural practices may be lost due to globalization. As cultures merge and mix, some traditional practices may be abandoned or modified to adapt to the changing circumstances, leading to the loss of cultural heritage. Additionally, the spread of mass media and technology can lead to the homogenization of culture, with people around the world adopting similar values, beliefs, practices, even if it goes against their natural way of existing. I need some crowd participation for this one, right? Because I got a question. And my question is to everyone in the chat, right? Can anyone name a culture that has experienced suppression or a ban on their language? Has in the chat, put in the chat what culture has experienced any of these three things: assimilation, cultural suppression, globalization. Put in the chat, guys. With some Irish people in the chat, some Russian people in the chat, some Hindis. Put it in the chat, guys. Let's see. My question is, has anybody, do anyone in the chat, can anyone relate, or does anyone know of a culture or cultures that have lost their culture due to assimilation, cultural suppression, or globalization? Are there any? Please put it in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Here we go. Here we go. I see Native American nations. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Grand setting y'all wholeness at all here. Great. Okay. So I only see one. Native American nations. Africans captured and enslaved. I see. Let's see. Can I put this in the chat? Can y'all see? Did I put that in there? Can y'all see that? I'm doing a little crowd participation, y'all. Look, I'm getting fancy. I'm able to do that. Y'all see me put that there? Africans captured and enslaved. Shout out to E Manifesto. He put Africans captured and enslaved. E Manifesto put Native American nations. Shout out to you, Native American nations. They've experienced assimilation, cultural suppression, globalization. There we go. What right here, what it says. Big Vapes put non-Tamahu cultures. Okay. All right. Hey man, I appreciate this. I appreciate the participation, guys. So we got Native Americans. It says Native American nations, non-Tamahu cultures, Africans captured and enslaved. Most of the indigenous cultures around the world. Nice. Shannon put no brainer. No brainer, our melanated people. Okay, all right, cool. So, all right, yeah, so we all seem like we all on the same page, or we all familiar with different cultures. And all right, so I'm gonna give you guys, right, because here, y'all know that my teacher is the great Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, right? So this would not be a great class if I didn't give y'all some links and some things that you guys can go check on your own and ask some of the questions. Here what it says: English Western culture has strong influence over anyone in the Western world. Okay, cool. Let's see. Put that out there. Master K put English Western culture has strong influence over anyone in the Western world. Okay, shout out to you, Master K. Great comment, my brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. So now, being that I got the best teacher on the internet, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, and one of his mantras is ancestral artifacts over religious opinions, primary sources. I'm gonna give y'all some books because, like I said, I just asked the question. I had heard earlier. I had heard one part in my life where someone said, or I don't know where I heard it at, but it was. If you want to hide something from a particular culture, put it in a book. I've heard that. Has anyone ever heard that? Has anyone ever heard, in relation to culture, since we're talking about culture and we're celebrating cultures here, right? Has anyone ever heard, if you want to hide something from a particular culture or group of people that share some of the similar things that I went over, like art, food, religion, so on and so forth, yes or no? Has anyone ever heard that expression? If you want to hide something from someone, put it in a book. What culture is that? Okay, I see right here. Shout out Big Vapes. Big Vape said, Big Vape put his hand up. Shout out to you, Big Vape. So you've heard that. So I'm not the only one then. Okay, all right. So I heard, I was very young. I was very young, and I heard them say, or I heard someone say, if you want to hide something from a particular culture, Put it in a book. Put it in a book. Shout out to Harass. Harass did for ye culture. He put LOL. I read that in the book. Nice. So okay, so people familiar. All right. So I'm not the only one that heard that. Okay. Shout out to you, Shannon. Shout out to you, sister. Shannon asked the best questions too in the Metal Netta classes. Shout out to you, sister. And we got Squano. Squano said he's heard that before too. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we on the same page, man. So shout out to you, Squano. Shout out to you. Beautiful, consistent supporter. So here are some books on cultural suppression and assimilation. Let's look at some of these. Here we go. We have, I heard someone put Native Americans. What is it at? Someone put, boom, Native American culture, Native American nations. Shout out to E-Manifesto. So let's see what it says. So here's a book. It's called Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Wow. Bury My Ib at Wounded Knee, and an Indian history of the American West. Paperback, May 15, 2007. It says, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee is an Indian history of the American West by D. Brown. This book chronicles the forced assimilation and cultural loss experienced by Native American tribes in the United States in the late 19th century. It draws from primary sources such as letters, government documents, first-hand accounts from Native Americans themselves. Okay, so Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Man, that's look at that brother on there. That brother, Bury My Heart. It's good brother here. It says the landmark best-selling account of the crimes against American Indians during the 19th century is now in its 50th anniversary. Wow. First published in 1970, Bury My Heart is D. Brown's eloquent, meticulously documented account of the systematic destruction of American Indians during the second half of the 19th century. A national bestseller in hardcover for more than a year after its initial publication. It has sold almost 4 million copies and has been translated into 17 languages. It was the basis for the 2007 movie of the same name from the HBO films. Bury My Ib, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Shout out to this brother and shout out to your ancestors, my brother. This is rough, man. Wow, it says the systematic destruction of the American Indians. This is a documented account, a meticulous, an eloquent, meticulous, documented account of the systematic destruction. Listen to the language, guys. This listen. Bury My Heart, okay? Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. This is the name of this book now by this brother. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. And listen to what it is. It is an eloquent, meticulously documented account of the systematic destruction of the American Indians during the second half of the 19th century. And it is a Western culture national bestseller in hard copy for the last 50 years. 50th anniversary. And it has been made into an HBO film. Okay, cool. There we go. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. All right. Moving right along to the next book. Won't let me share. We go to my next book. Am I still screen sharing? All right, here we go. Let's look at another book. That's why certain cultures were forbidden to read. Oh, nice. There we go. There we go, E-Manifesto. There we go. Oh, look. There we go. Shout out to E-Manifesto. E-Manifesto said he has that book. E-Manifesto. Shout out. You have this book right here, Bury My Heart. E-Manifesto said he has this book. And New says, read books like that, and you'll want to take out Tamahu with no remorse. Shout out to you, Anu. Shout out to you. Right here, Harass said, I just added it to my book list. Nice, nice, nice. All right, okay. E-Manifesto says, colonizers were savage, calling natives savages. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Shout out to culture. Shout out to today's topic on culture. Moving right along. Our next book we have, is called Black Elk Speaks. Black Elk Speaks. Black Elk Speaks is being the life story of a holy man of the Oglala Sioux by John G. Nehart. This book is a first-hand account of the cultural loss and assimilation experienced by the Oglala Sioux people of the Great Plains. Nehart interviews Black Elk, a respected Oglala Sioux elder, who describes how his people were forced to abandon their traditional ways of life and adopt white American customs and beliefs. The book includes primary sources such as Black Elk's personal experiences and interviews with other Oglala Sioux elders. Shout out to this brother, this beautiful brother on here. Shout out to Black Elk. Man, let's see what it says. The most famous Native American book ever written, Black Elk Speaks, is the acclaimed story of Lakota visionary and healer. Wow, this brother was a healer. Wow. Nicholas Black Elk, 1863 to 1950, and his people during the momentous twilight years of the 19th century. Black Elk grew up in a time when white settlers were invading the Lakotas' homeland, decimating buffalo herds and threatening to extinguish their way of life. Shout out to the ancestors. Shout out to Black Elk and his ancestors. Black Elk and other Lakota fought back and dodged resistance that resulted in a remarkable victory in the Little Bighorn and an unspeakable tragedy at Wounded Knee. Beautifully told through the celebrated poet and writer John G. Nehart, Black Elk Speaks offers much more than a life story. Black Elk's profound and arresting religious visions of the unity of humanity and the world around him have transformed his account into a venerated spiritual classic, rather appreciated as a collaborative autobiography, a history of a Native American nation, or an enduring spiritual testament for all humankind. Black Elk Speaks is unforgettable. Wow. This special edition features all prefaces of Black Elk Speaks that John Nehart wrote at different points in his life, a map of Black Elk's world, reset with text, Lakota Speaks, the reproduced using the latest orthographic standards, and color paintings. Man, this sounds like a great book. Sounds really sad though. It sounds really sad because this is a story about this brother here. He called himself Black Elk, and this is a story. You see, it says Black Elk Speaks. So this is a story about how his people were forced to abandon their traditional ways of life and adopt white American customs and beliefs. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This book includes primary sources such as Black Elk's personal experiences and interviews with other Oglala Sioux elders. Man, this is wow. Culture, huh? I didn't know I was gonna get this when I started researching culture. I didn't know. Shout out to Anu. Anu says, my ib goes out to the Oglala. My grandfather grew up with the Sioux. Great people. May their people rise in power. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to Anu. Shout out to the Oglala people, the Sioux people. Shout out to all the ancestors and beautiful people. Shout out to you. Let's go to the next book, guys. I don't know, man. This is rough. All right. Go to the next book. The next book is called The Colonizer. The next book is called The Colonizer. The Colonizer and the Colonized by Albert Memmi. The Colonizer and the Colonized. The Colonizer and the Colonized by Albert Memmi. This book discusses the effects of colonization on the colonized. Memmi argues that the colonizer seeks to erase the culture of the colonized and replace it with their own. He also examines how the colonized internalize the colonizer's values and beliefs, leading to a loss of their own culture. Memmi draws on his personal experiences as a Jew in Tunisia and his observations of French colonialism in North Africa. Okay. So this last book is called The Colonizer and the Colonized. Man. And it argues that the colonizer seeks to erase the culture of the colonized and replace it with their own. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. So I just gave y'all three beautiful books that you guys can go and research for yourself. Go check out for yourself. Some of you guys said that you actually have some of these books. Some of y'all in the chat said that. So I'm gonna go on to my next slide. So remember guys, you guys remember in the beginning of this presentation when I told y'all that it was inspired by a conversation that I had with a friend of mine? You guys remember that? No, y'all remember. Y'all remember that? That I said in the beginning of this conversation that it was inspired. Ooh. Am I screen sharing?
No, you're not.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I lost my screen share. Hold on. Is the stream on? No, it's this one entire screen. System audio.
If you're all enjoying the presentation, be sure to show your love and reciprocity. Our Cash App and PayPal is in the description box, and the great moderator Anu is posting it throughout the chat. Shout out to Eric G. We appreciate the support, and I'll show it once the presentation is finished. So shout out to you. Appreciate the support.
I am almost done. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I appreciate your patience. Let me pull up this. My whole screen just froze. Give me 1 second.
It's good to see E Manifesto in the chat. Peace to you, brother. It's been a while. Hope everything's okay. I want to say great job to Anu's really stepping up as our moderator, our newest moderator, and I want to commend you. So the presentation is good so far. If everybody's liking the presentation, let's get a 1. If everybody's liking the presentation, let's get a 1. If anybody has a problem with us exposing the Tamahoos, let me get a 2. So if you like the presentation, let me get a 1. And if you have a problem with us exposing the Tamahoos, let me get a 2. Right on. As they used to say, right on. Let's take it back to the 70s. Yes, it's hell. I'm itching to hell, man. I'm biting at the lip. I'm ready to go.
1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm loading it up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's
yes. What's up to Dominic? You seem like a new face. Hope everything's well in your life. Appreciate to have you here, brother.
Yes, and I do want to give a shout out to the Discord community. It's constantly growing. Shout out to all the people who are joining in on the Discord community, and that link is also in the description box, but I'll post it for you right here. So joining our Discord community is free, where we can communicate with one another outside of these classes. Is excellent. Share information, we share knowledge, we share research. It's very beautiful. We hail each other. It's very, very beautiful. It's an excellent, very, very positive vibratory energy within that Discord, and it's very motivational and inspirational. So outside of these classes, we have life that we live, and a lot of times it can hit you hard, and it's good to have a group of people that you can come to, that you can feed off of with positive light. And that's what this is for, because it does get hard. And I just want everybody to know that you have a support system here at TOM. We are a support system. We support each other. So we're definitely building a family, which family comes with the word familiar. So, I know these brothers here on the panel. These are my brothers, more so closer than blood brothers that I have. So we are building a real family here, and this is what the Discord community is for. It's for that reason, so we can continue to keep up with communication. There's a lot of great stuff that's going on in there. So definitely be sure to check that out and join us. Shout out to you, E Manifesto. I'm assuming that's you, E-Man I. Appreciate you, my brother. All right,
guys, I'm back. I'm finna end it. I couldn't get my I could not find something, but it's all good. I'm going to just do it anyway. I'm just going to end it the way it's supposed to go. So am I screen sharing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Teachingsofma'at.org. Be sure you're there. Teachingsofma'at.org. We have merch there. Great hoodies, shirts, long sleeve shirts. Get it up. We have a lot of information there on the website, so be sure to go there, bookmark it. Sabatuti's ebooks are there. We have great teachings. The great brother Hati Ma'at has all type of teachings on there, webinars, audio books, and we'll go over that after the presentation. And yeah, so make sure you definitely go there to teachingsofma'at.org. Support us. There's many ways to support us. There's many ways to imbue yourself in the frequency of the teachings of Ma'at. So take advantage of it. All right, great brother ARCAD, you are showing. Yep.
Present. Is it just the present screen?
Yes, we see it.
Can you see it? All right. So to conclude my my presentation, right? I'm gonna conclude. I just want to take it back to, remember in the beginning of this presentation, I told you I was inspired by a conversation I had with a friend of mine. So here's a copy of the screen share. See, it says it February 18th. I sent him this. So just to give you a preface, he called me and he was talking to me, giving me some, he was talking to have a conversation, and he was telling me a whole bunch of things about our culture that we once identified with, a culture that I once identified with, which was Islam. We both took our Shahada together. I've been knowing this good brother for about roughly 20, 30 years. It's at least been 20, 25 years. He's a really, really, really good friend of mine. And he called at 4 a.m. As you can see, it was 4:40 a.m. at my time. He called me, and you guys know that I work 12 hours and I'm up all night. This was on a Friday, and I was actually in Sabah Tahuti's class. And he called at 4 a.m. and he gave me a whole bunch of, we were talking, beautiful, beautiful talk. But we were talking about things, right? And this is what I sent him. So at first he called with like, hey, what's going on with, your culture and all of this, and, we Muslim and this culture and that culture and all of that. And I simply sent him this. I let him talk for like 20 minutes. And then I sent him this, just this screen share right here. You see this? This is all I sent him. I sent him this, right? You see, 4:40 a.m., February 18th, I sent him this. See right there? I sent it at that time, right? And then he said, okay, peace, my brother, for sure. I'll send the link tomorrow, is what I said to him after the conversation, right? So just to show y'all something about culture, this is what I sent him. Y'all know we can't end the class with no metal netter. Are you serious? We can't end the class with no primary sources when we're speaking about culture and we're speaking about things and we're speaking about Ma'at. So this is what I sent him to spark that conversation that led to the question about culture. Because all I had was the questions. I just wanted to know what my culture was. What is my food? What food is mine? What art is my culture? Right? What music is my culture? Right? Now, I'm not going to get into that, right? But you guys could see how I look. I'm a melanated brother. So how melanated people describe themselves today, the culture that they align with, is it the truth or is it not the truth? Is it Ma'at? So this is what I sent him to spark the conversation. It was this right here. Look, let me go back. It was right there. Boom, right there. Same thing. So let's see what that says. It says, Ma'at, thy genuine friend, real form. That's what I told him. A man of truth, doubly true. The king's truth. Look at the scales right there. The scales balance exactly. The beautiful truth. Look at that, Ma'at. Truly honest. To straighten the legs. Real lapis lazuli. Real turquoise. A veritable royal scribe as opposed to an honorary one. Truth. Twofold. Really and truly. This is what I sent him to spark the conversation, man. Right? You know why I'm laughing, guys? I am laughing because of this. Well, what I didn't tell you guys was that it was a 7-hour conversation about what? About the culture of Ma'at, which is the culture that I now identify with. It led him to call me, and we were on the phone talking about, I was sharing with him my beautiful culture of Ma'at, and the call lasted 7 hours and 45 minutes until the call dropped. Actually, the call didn't drop. And then he says, Inshallah, I'll hit you up later. I cut off his face because I don't know if he wants me to show this, but this is a screenshot of a conversation that I had about my brother, that I had with my brother. And this sparked this presentation about culture because I simply sent this to him, and I said to him, he said, all I want is the truth. All I want is the truth. This is that, the mother, Islam, and this, giving me all these things about all these different cultures and all these different cultures. And I sent him this, and I showed him this. And then I explained to him some of these glyphs, what they mean to dig, the Ma'at. And when I sent him this is what happened. He called me. He called me. I sent him this. He called me. And we had a 7-hour conversation about the culture of Ma'at. So, I'm going to end my presentation. I'm going to end my presentation like this. So, we had a 7-hour conversation about Ma'at, about the culture of Ma'at. Well, nowadays, in this culture, people can't even have a 7-minute conversation about the truth. Here goes a beautiful, 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 beautiful writing from our ancestors, from the culture, from my culture, my beautiful people, Nile Valley culture, page 183 of the Per M. Haru. It's a question, and this is a question that I had, and this is one of the questions that we discussed. Are right and truth in my body? Ma'at em kat'ah. And with that, I'm going to end it with my good brother.
The truth you know. You are responsible for telling it and sharing it with your people. My mantra is very simple. I seek the truth. I speak the truth. I stand on the truth, and I stay with the truth. The truth does not need any defense.
Hotep Ma'at, peace and love, everybody. With that, I am going to end my presentation. Hotep Ma'at, Ma'at Hotep. I do not speak evil in the place of right and truth. Every day advancing in truth and right. Unki and Ma'at. I absolutely love my affirmation. Hotep Ma'at, peace and love. I hope everyone appreciated my presentation on culture. And tomorrow morning, when you look in the mirror and you ask the question, what culture do you identify with? Hopefully this helped everybody out. Peace and love. Hotep Ma'at, everybody. Hotep, can y'all brothers hear me?
We can hear you and we can see you. There you are.
How did I do, bro? Man, I had so much more, man. I had so much metal netter. Oh man, listen. I probably had at least 10 to 15 more slides. Easy. Nah, it was more than that. I had more than that. But peace and love, everybody. Like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Shout out to teachingsofma'at.org. Y'all know we got the best teacher on the internet, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. Shout out to you, Ahati. Shout out to you, my good brother Scribe. Shout out to everybody in the chat for your continued support. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. 2 off for the support, everybody.
Yes, great job, my brother ARCAD. That was excellent. It put a lot of things in perspective. And it's good that you showed, a lot about these different type of cultures, and I like that you showed that at the very beginning with the when it pertains to our culture here, or as far as black people in America, especially when it comes to our music, because we understand how important the tones are and the frequencies, and that creates the reality. For brothers to speak these type of tones into the music because of experience, and even once you come up out of that, you still have brothers who still talk as if they still live that. And I always hear the excuse a lot, oh, well, that's all I know. Well, that's when we have to, take responsibility and accountability and learn more, get to know more, by listening to these great presentations that you brought forth. ARCAD, I appreciate you. So yeah, excellent job. Everybody's saying great job in the chat. ARCAD, you are of excellence. Peace and love to for the wonderful presentation. Marie culture. For those who don't know, Marie means love. So he's saying, I love culture. Cash Peden, great job, ARCAD. Kelson Knowles, shout out to you. I haven't seen you in the chat until now. ARCAD, he should put arcade.
Arcade, yeah.
ARCAD is dropping jewels.
Yeah, shout out to my brother. That's my brother right there.
Oh, okay,
Way
Kelson.
from Australia.
Okay.
Way from
All
Australia.
right.
Shout out to you, good brother. Yes.
All right. Great brother Ahati, would you like to speak?
All right, brother ARCAD, you did a great job. You have confidence in you, brother. You really do. Just don't. It's in you, brother. I mean, you wouldn't be doing this, so don't worry about what I'm thinking or Scribe or anybody else. It's your show tonight, and you were doing some great exposing of the Tomahawk. I actually like Bury My Heart on Wounded Knee. I used to have the DVD when it came out, the movie, way before I even came in. I knew there was a Matrix and everything. I love that DVD with Sitting Bull. Matter of fact, on my YouTube channel, my first videos I ever created was based on that movie, because the way that Sitting Bull was sitting and confronting the Tomahawk, I was like, wow, man, I wish we could do that. But so I brought back some nostalgia and memories, and I'm glad you brought that book back out to the public so people that have never heard of it before could go and pick it up and read it. It's an excellent journey through how the Sioux were basically, and that wasn't even their actual name, but the Sioux were basically decimated. They were decimated, and those people were worse off than us, actually. It's not spoken about a lot. Usually it's us. Usually people say our culture was destroyed a lot or more, but what's being called the Native Americans were just basically there's not even a word. They've totally taken that culture and assimilated it into the European mindset culture, and they're not even who they were. So that was very interesting that you brought that up. I also like that you showed the public how interesting the Medu Netter is, even the people that are new, and that you had a conversation with your friend about Ma'at, and you were able to keep the conversation going for 7 hours. That's a very, very, very long. What's that?
after being up for 12 hours and
Right.
more than 24 hours of being up. I was up, like I was woozy, but it was a beautiful thing because I love my culture and I had no problem sharing that with him.
Right. A lot, and you know what? That's the whole key. It's like if you have no culture, you can be pulled from right to left, front to back. You can be persuaded and manipulated very easily. You just don't have any alliance with anyone that you could truly call your own. And what's great about our culture that we're building here is that nobody wants to be that culture. Nobody wants to be that culture, meaning nobody wants to be anything outside of wearing the decorations and the fancy, costumes. But nobody actually wants to live that culture because there's a subconscious program going that they're the evil Egyptians from the Bible. They're the evil Egyptians from the Bible. And Pharaoh is compared to Hitler. So nobody wants to be like that. But here we are. And here you are, ARCAD, presenting to the people that there's a beautiful side to our culture. And a lot of people can gravitate to your teaching because I love teachings that are really easy. I love teachings that it doesn't impress me if somebody's up here giving like big words and things that are elaborate. I just like something simple, easy. I could pick it up quickly and run with it. And I believe that's the majority of the people out there. You definitely presented that tonight, brother. So I hope this gives you a boost, an energy boost. And I look forward to the next time you present.
Too, brother, I appreciate it. It actually was it was really fun this time. I'm gonna be real with everybody. It was I enjoyed myself. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I was working up until I've been working on this. So let me just say this. So the presentation that you all got so let me just say this. So I have the best teacher on the internet, Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, and he has this thing. So you guys come to the Friday Metal Netta class. I mean the Friday pod class and the Monday Metal Netta class. But he has this thing where he answers questions and he does this choose your own adventure. So I was trying the advanced route with my presentation and I have all of this stuff. It was going to be great, guys. That's why I kept asking the questions. But I ran out of time. I was creating this presentation all the way up until the bell rung, like right before it was time. Like that's how long I was going up. This is how long I was taking. But I have fun. I actually have fun. Process is still the same. It's still very challenging. But I say challenging in a good way. So shout out to everybody that's learning something new, a new language, a new culture, anything new, right? I say it's challenging because, but I don't mean that in a bad way because I love learning about my culture. I love it. I can't get enough of it. So now when I was going down the rabbit hole, I was able to pull myself back up out of it and stay focused. I let myself go down a little bit, down the rabbit hole of knowledge because listen guys, it was 30 slides. I had at least 40 because I had a whole bunch of Metal Netta and a whole bunch of other stuff, that etymology dictionary stuff that related to all of those definitions. But I didn't get a chance to go into it and the presentation was still beautiful, but I just want to say that I enjoy learning. So if you love your culture like I do, then you'll have no problem learning the Metal Netta because I can't get enough of it. This time, man, I was working on this up until the bell rung, and that's the only time I got nervous. I was like, oh man, I gotta get set the computer up. But working on it and making the presentation, even at 7:30, my goddess came in and she was like, "Are you done yet?" Because I was gonna show it to her. I wasn't even done. I wasn't even finished at 7:30. And when I put it together, it was right when I completed it. It was right before the class started. So I just want to shout out to everybody that supports the truth, because that's how that is how that presentation started, because I'm motivated by the truth, man. It's Ma'at that motivates me, period. Period, point blank. I am motivated by the truth. I love Ma'at. Shout out to the Natiru too. I have a whole bunch of rituals that I have to do that go along with it. And once upon a time, I would have described those things as uncomfortable, but they're not. They're just new to me. And what I'm experiencing is beautiful. And I love learning. And I think it's my neuroplasticity in my brain is expanding. I think that's what it is, because I get more and more excited. The more I learn, I get way more excited. So I'm gonna let you brothers talk, because I've been talking for 1 hour and 2 hours now. I'm gonna let you brothers go ahead on and talk. But Tua, and I appreciate the support for everybody in the chat. Like I said, teachersofmyart.org. Shout out to the best teacher on the internet, Saba Tahuti Amahotep Ra. Peace and love, Hotep Ma'at Minku, Scribe, Ahati.
Welcome
Peace,
to the
brother.
panel, Minku.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Great job, ARCAD. I really love exploring cultures and learning about different cultures. So I was super excited about your presentation. So good looks for I think like we don't spend enough time, really delving into other people's culture and as it pertains to how they interact with us, because people are like embedded in who they are and we're embedded in who we are. So it's good to have that understanding of people, like their religions, their customs, and all those things. So I really appreciate it, all your hard work you put into your presentation, brother.
Tua for that, Minku. I had some Mary, some Aura. I had some things, brother.
Nice.
Okay, we got anything, Scribe?
Yes, we do. Of course, the link is posted. So if you want to come up to the panel and give this great brother ARCAD some acknowledgement and some adoration, we definitely love to see and hear the voices of the supporters. So come join us on the panel, and I'll show we have support that came in during the presentation, and that is being posted in the chat. Cash App Teachings of Ma'at and PayPal Teachings of Ma'at. And as well, if you have Ethereum cryptocurrency, that's also something that we have. So it's posted in the chat. The great moderator Anu is posting that for us. So if you appreciated this great presentation, be sure to show your support. All right, and we'll start with this great brother here, Minku Ara. He sends 1111. So 2 out to you, great brother Minku. Let's give you some lion roars because you support heavy, and you're excellent. You're so amazing, my brother, and it's an honor to work with you. So peace and love to you, great brother Minku.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have Eric G. Eric Gaudio 777 for the great work. So great work he is given to you, great brother ARCAD. So thank you, Eric G, for your consistent support.
To our brother.
Yes, to all right, so that is all the support that we have got in so far. So yeah, definitely make sure to reach out to us and show your love. And so teachingsofma'at.org. Teachingsofma'at.org is where you will find all information regarding the teachings of Ma'at, our teachings, our videos, the podcast videos. So I'll show that. So if you put in teachingsofma'at.org, the great moderator Anu will post that in the link, or the link to the website in the chat for you all. So if you're not familiar with our website, I'm gonna show it to you now. All right, so this is the teachingsofma'at.org official website, and here is where you'll find all type of beautiful information, and you can go even deeper with your studies. All right, so here's the beautiful affirmation, the Tahuti's affirmation that we say before every class and how we end every class. So you can definitely download this and start reciting it for yourself. All right, let's go here. Join our community. This is the TOM Discord community for all the people who are here live and for all the great people who are watching after the live stream. Be sure to come in and join our community here. We're building something very, very powerful, and I guarantee you it's something that you have never been a part of, or it probably will be something that, if something sprouts from that's similar to this, you know where it started, you know where the root is, and that's what we want. We want this to spread and echo, so we can continue to deprogram all of the negative influence that's within us and that we've assimilated within our own consciousness because of the culture that was given to us. Right. So as the great brother ARCAD said, when you find the truth, then you end up having 7-hour conversations with people about what it is, you know. So peace and love to all the great brothers and sisters who are in our Discord community. And I'll scroll down here to the subscribe section. This is how you get added to the list for our newsletter. All right, so all you do is enter your email address in here and you'll be added to the newsletter list that we send out every single Sunday, which is packed full of more information. So we're definitely a movement that is about the information and knowledge while simultaneously building. We're not just talking, we are walking. Matter of fact, we're running. We're moving at a very fast pace. And it's because of you great supporters. You help us to be able to continue that. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. And if you don't want to do it yourself, then support the people who are doing it. All right. So peace and love to all the great supporters. This is how you join our newsletter. You get 10% off your first purchase when you sign up. So if you haven't signed up yet and you sign up, you'll get a discount code for our shop section. And of course, here's our donation section as well. So if we go here to the shop download section, this is what you'll get 10% off on when you sign up for the newsletter, or if you are a member. If you are a member, we send you a discount code that you can use for as long as you're a member on this shop section. We are working on so many things in the background. There's going to be so much to be able to choose from. There's going to be a lot that you'll be able to attain and add to your collection of just powerful things. So here we have the merchandise, which of course the short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, the hoodies. All right, very, very powerful symbol, logo here, the Tahuti's Teachings of Ma'at. As we know, the meta netter is what they call logos, which logos ended up being the words of God in Greek, and it comes from these symbols. A picture's worth 1,000 words, so which is why the meta netter is so powerful. It's not just symbols and just quick little letters. No, these are actual, each symbol tells a story. All right, so we know what this symbol here tells a story of when you think of the Tahuti's podcast and the Teachings of Ma'at organization. So to represent and to carry this sigil on your chest, it carries a frequency because everything is made up of sound vibration and light vibration. So you're walking around with this light vibration here while simultaneously speaking the truth at the sound vibration at the same time, and you create that reality around you. So this is very powerful. This is something that we understood in ancient Kemet, which is why everything was assimilated into the culture. We're not just here today and then tomorrow when no one's looking, we're not assimilating in the culture. No, we carry this and we expand on this and we incorporate this into every single thing that we do. This is how we're going to be able to supersede the other cultures that are keeping us at the lowest, at the bottom. All right, so very, very important stuff that's going on here, so you can definitely purchase these and you'll get 10% off when you're a member and when you sign up. The Great Saba Tahuti has some excellent ebooks. We've done breakdowns on both of these. The Stepping Out of the Matrix and Melanin Dark Consciousness. You hit buy now and you'll get it directly to your email with no waiting. So make sure you support Saba Tahuti and his ebooks. And we're definitely, I know I'm putting some pressure. I know I want another ebook. There's a great book that I've seen him teach from. It's called the Creation book. And you know, let's support Saba Tahuti, because you know, all this stuff takes very a lot of time, and time, it becomes valuable, especially when you value your family. So let's support Saba Tahuti so we can continue to gain more information and knowledge. All right, so here's the beautiful affirmations that you can download as well. The Makaru affirmation is very powerful. True of voice, victory. You know, so if you want to attain victory in what you do, Makaru. Speak the tones. Anki and Ma'at, I live from Ma'at. Let's speak the tones. All right, the Kemet foundational ideals. Very powerful stuff here. So we also we have our social medias. So this is where you can also join the Discord. We have a TikTok as well. So all you have to do is click these logos here, and it'll take you directly to where you need to go. We have a Twitter as well. And for those who find the website outside of, find the YouTube outside of the videos here, this is where you can find our YouTube. So there's a ton of information here. The great brother Hati Ma'ad, you can purchase his book. He has an excellent book, Journey of Your Soul series, book 1. All right, he has the physical book here. You can purchase the physical book here, and then we also have the ebook here. So you can purchase the ebook, and you'll get this instantly as well. So whichever you prefer, depending on the level of information. You know, I like physical and I like digital both, because there's digital, you can do quick searches. If you want to look for something real quick, you can search a word and take you directly to it. The physical books are excellent because it's better on the eyes. So it's better for reading at night and taking in this information before you lay down to rest. So, you know, get both. They both have their place. All right. So we also have his BitShoot link right here. I'm here to influence, not to harm. You wanted the truth. I answered your call.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you really want the truth, you want to go down those rabbit holes and you want to have a guide, this is where you want to go. This is where you want to go right here. So be sure to support this great brother Hati Ma'at's work and the very powerful work that he's doing. All right. So also as well, you can purchase some great teachings from the great brother Hati. So all you have to do is create an account. When you create an account, and it'll give you access to it. All right. So all you have to do is create an account and then sign up here. So once you sign up, then you'll have access to this. All right. So be sure to definitely support this great brother. All right, I have a section as well. This is where you can subscribe to my my artistry YouTube. Subscribe here, my spoken frequency. This is something that I created because I understand how important the frequency is that is spoken. All right, so I have a lot of great information here, and also I post my teachings, my PDF to my teachings here, so you can also purchase these and you'll get them instantly. All the PDFs, so you have the live stream videos and you can follow along and you can go deeper into your own research. Very affordable. All right, so we have a ton of information here. So this is a excellent hub to continue to attain information for your library. All right, so I'll stop sharing there. Oh, I like your new picture you put up there. How do you like that?
He's so serious.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Scribe, are you finished? Is there
Yes,
anything else
sir.
coming in? Good. Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead, good brother.
That was great. That was like an infomercial late at night. minus the sham wow. Remember that guy? You remember that guy? The guy who OD'd on cocaine? The sham wow guy?
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Menkura is in the house. Got his brand new name. He's a new netter. He's here to take action and control. Because that is what we are about today. We are about this. I am today a defender of Ma'at. That's what this symbol is down here. The Nechi M Ma'at in the Medu Netter means the defenders of Ma'at. Defender of Ma'at. Okay? The reason why me personally, I'm a defender of Ma'at is because I took the teachings from my teacher and I just didn't put them underneath my butt and sit on them and just live this great, magnificent life that I'm living and say, you know what, those people out there, F them. I don't need them. Me and Saba don't need them. I ain't gonna, no. I felt it was my obligation to take action because after a couple years of learning from him, I felt the hailing spirit coming over me and I wanted to give it away. And I'm so glad I did because you got to witness ARCAD tonight in his teaching and see the Tichet in action, the growth, the strength of the movement in action. So I am a defender of Ma'at. I am someone that took the teachings of Saba Tahuti and put it into action, just like these brothers that are on the panel here now. They did the same exact thing. So I'm going to read the blue, which is the Medu Netter first, and then I'm going to read the red, which is the translation. So it says, E Neb Ma'at Per Em Ma'ati. Hail Ma'at is everything. We come forth from her. Henu Saba Tahuti, Amenhotep Ra. Hail Saba Tahuti. Henu Kemet. Hail Kemet. Makaru, Makaru, Makaru. Victory, victory, victory. That is our victory voice. All right, so Scribe mentioned the teachings of Ma'at.org merch. And this merch is great quality. It's great to look at. And if you're like me, you like to get the looks wearing the Ibis bird or the Tahuti bird while you're walking down the street and get compliments because that gives us encouragement, makes us feel good. So this merch is worth getting. Not only that, like you mentioned, you get a 10% discount off right now if you go over there and you drop your email and sign up for a free newsletter. You get 10% off. And then if you become a member, you get 10% off forever. And I don't know how long forever is, but it's probably a long time. You also get some business cards too. He also puts business cards in the packages when he mails them out to you. And it's really great because it's for people that you really don't have to say much. All you gotta do is say, hey, how's it going? Person's like, hey, I'm good. Yeah, I'm so-and-so, and this is a great class if you're in the knowledge. By the way, are you in the knowledge? Yes, I'm in the knowledge. Okay, this is a great class. All you have to do is grab your phone and scan these QR codes, and you'll be linked right into the class. Or you flip over the back of the card and you scan this QR code, and you can sign up for a free newsletter and be automatically updated every week when class is. And it's great. You really don't have to say much. So here are the business cards. I recommend reaching out. Now, if you just want the business cards alone, we also sell those too, and we can get those out very quickly to you. We don't mess around. We want the people to have tools in their hand so that they can show their service and support. When you become a member, you could be like Isfet Ma'at Amun. And this is the active member. This is the front of your card. The back of the card has your position, the Kentiyu Sesh. You get a number, you get the date you joined, and you have a signature slot, just like your government IDs. It also has the Kemet color code. What is the Kemet color code? It's the original RBG. A lot of people know the red, black, and green, Black Power. This is the Kemetic version. This is the red, black, and gold. Red for the blood of our ancestors and their remembrance. Black for the consciousness, our melanin. And gold for the light. That is you, the value. And then it has I live for Ma'at. The non-active members, same thing, except you just get the position of supporter. Now, why do we have these? Is this just to do for fun, to make us feel good? No. This actually is dealing with Heka. Heka is now what's being called magic, and it's what supports your frequency, your vibrational frequency. Whenever we are holding something tangible that belongs to our thoughts, it makes it more real to us. So having your own membership ID would become more valuable than holding your driver's license, okay? And just as real as your driver's license is to you right now, this will become very real to you because it's something that you actually want in your life. And then finally, we have the newsletter. I'm just going to show you a little bit. We have the newsletter here. This great newsletter, again, go to the website, scroll all the way down, put your email in that slot, that rectangular slot, hit that red sign up button, and you'll get a new newsletter next week. Now, if you want our archive newsletters, you can get that too. All you got to do is send an email to teachingsofma.org, and somebody will send you whichever issue you want. If you want even all the issues, Scribe will send you out a zip folder or however he does it. So in the front page of the newsletter, we have Teachings of Ma'at. The movement begins with you, because without you, to the listener out there, without you, we do not exist. If nobody was listening to us right now, we wouldn't be wasting our time doing this. So just because one of you is listening to us, it's worth it. So we appreciate you, and Tua, or thank you for your support. So the movement always begins with you. Book study breakdown and news, issue 27, March 12th, 2023. Great thing about newsletters is the teaching after the teaching. So you just got ARCAD's great teaching. Well, you're going to get a summary straight to the point of what ARCAD was teaching tonight. So you're going to get the teaching after the teaching. And if you want to go back in your old newsletters, a lot of you have already signed up. So if you need to reference something in it, it's really easy to find in your files. Just go to the issue number and the date. It says, greetings. Thank you to our consistent supporters and to everyone else who comes out and shows us love too. We appreciate you as well. Teachings of Ma'at is an organization that is founded on reciprocity. What is reciprocity? It means if ARCAD just taught me all the time, if he just taught for years and years and years, and I never did anything for ARCAD, that is not reciprocity. Reciprocity is the give and take relationship. We give something to you, you give something to us. That's how nature works. That's how the universe works. That's how everything works. When that is not, when reciprocity is not happening, you have dysfunction, you have neglect, you have resentment, and on and on and on. Thank you to those who understand and contribute. If you do not have the finances to give back to this great informational channel, give your time instead with service. So listen, we understand we're in the matrix. We're in one of the worst places where the matrix exists. And a lot of people just do not have the funds. We get that. Well, you can always give your service. If you need to know what that service is, just again, contact us at teachersofma.org. Somebody will help you. But I just want to let you know that Kemet was a nation first. And it was moved by a spiritual way of life, which was known as Ma'at. So we are the followers of Ma'at. And we welcome you. So just reach out to us. Our mission is to bring back home to the mindset of Ma'at as many sisters, brothers, and their children as possible. Free melanated people from the Tamhu, the Caucasian matrix. Okay? So here it is. This is the news section. This is the teaching after the teaching. It's really short, as you can see. It's 2 short paragraphs. If you're on the go like me and you're really busy, you can just scroll through your phone, read these couple of paragraphs within a minute or two. You're done. You've soaked up even more knowledge. And I'll just give you a taste right now. It says the speaker Ahati presented the goddesses of many names, Isfet, her powerful Heka in action, and destroyed the Greek concept of Isis. Her name is spelled with a throne, a loaf of bread, and a white egg. What is the source of her protective power? By what method do we utilize it for our benefit? To know the answer, sign up for that newsletter now. And here is the graphics department. Now, we're always looking for people to assist, again, the service. So we know there's a lot of artists out there. So don't be afraid to reach out to us, because these brothers, Scribe and ARCAD, could definitely use your service. What I love about this is that there's a collage of different images going on. There's constant Medunetter dropping, like the Rit Henu Manat. She made cries at the briar. The briar was the bed, or what's being called a coffin now, of what Osiris or Asar laid on. So I love this. And you see the brothers here. They are dedicated in their service. We have the great papyruses here going. Scribe went over at Discord. Come join us. Come join us if you're looking for hails of encouragement. It's a great place to hang out. So we are all growing in Ma'at. We are all growing it within Ma'at. We now have a platform for all followers, and that is to continue the conversation outside of online classes. Here you will have access to the leadership of Teachings of Ma'at and all members. And we're very transparent here. Let me say that again. We are very transparent here. A lot of you even have access to the emails of the master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. And that is just simply unheard of in most movements. We will also be hosting community meetings for everyone to express ideas for the growth of Tom. And the community meetings are actually coming up soon, and we will make an announcement next week on that. But it will be open to the public. Become a member. Okay, so we are looking for writers, editors, managers, digital designers, social media content creators, organizers for physical meetups, photographers, whatever you could think of, we're looking for. It takes everyone. If you have a skill or talent that could be beneficial to Tom, contact the leadership at teachingsofma'at.org. Everybody has a skill and talent, whether you know it or not, and we are here to help you rediscover it, because it's always been within you. We have an advertisement section. If you have a creative ability that you would like to showcase, it could be music, art, it could be physical and digital, poetry, storytelling, dancing, acting, pottery, playing instruments, comedy, all things creative. Again, whatever you could think of. Or if you're a juggler or you're doing magic, just whatever you feel is creative, send us a shout out at teachersofma'at.org. Somebody will get in contact, host an interview, and if we like it, we'll bring you on. And it will be a free will donation of at least $20, and to members, it is $10. A lot cheaper than getting on one of these ABC shows or NBC. We also do business promos. And we can give you a 1-minute segment within our show to advertise your business. Again, get in touch with us and we'll give you more details. teachingsofma'at.org. So things to consider before skipping the study. What are the weekly studies about? This is for the new people here tonight and future new people. What are the weekly studies about? They are based off the teachings of Tahuti. Tahuti is Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. He has his own podcast on Fridays at around 6 p.m. Pacific time. Go check him out. Our great ancestors of the Nile Valley. A way to connect our community of truth seekers with the leadership of the teachings of Ma'at. You are now witnessing his wisdom in action. Similar to all movements, information without good vibration manifests nothing. Join us. If you've been searching your entire life like me for a teaching that can free you from fear, stress, worry, anger, then you found the right home. Even if you are very knowledgeable, I know there's very knowledgeable brothers out there that are already teaching and you're hearing my voice. Even if you are very knowledgeable about Ma'at and Kemet, then we could use your service to free the minds of our people. All are welcome. And all are welcome means Muslim, Hindi, Hebrew Israelite, worship unicorns, whatever. All are welcome. Scribe went over the beautiful merch. Okay, so here's our social media hub. Scribe went over that a little bit. Again, go over to Teachings of, where you're already here at Teachings of Ma'at. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can juice the algorithm and attract more people. Also go over to youtube.com at Mystical TV. That's Saba's. If you subscribe to our channel right now, it should bring up, and you go to the actual our channel, you go to the channel tab, it should show you Saba Tahuti's YouTube channel. It should be there. So try doing that too. It could be an easier way. We have a Twitter handle and we have a TikTok. No, the women aren't twerking. No, the guys aren't eating cheese sandwiches and drinking Kool-Aid. They're not doing any of that foolishness. We're over there. What you're seeing tonight, we're showing you 10-minute short versions of it. And again, you can hit the QR code to get over to our website very easily. And also we have a message tab, just like not Amazon, but these other websites where you can shop on, where the chat bot comes out. We have that too. Again, we have Cash App, we have PayPal. If you're compelled to give back, show some reciprocity towards us, we would deeply appreciate it. Thank you. And here's our crypto wallet too. It's teachersofma'at.org. Donate. Teachers of Ma'at wallet. Saba Tahuti's email. Here's the transparency. mysticaltelevision@gmail.com. It's mysticaltelevision@gmail.com. You get direct access to the master teacher. In our new leadership role, Sister Antu. Sister Antu should be in the chat still. Give Sister Antu some hands up in a hailing motion. Hail Sister Antu. She's a new Sesh Sha'at in a Perti. Give her some hails. We did show a video in the beginning of our supporters, but I just love giving these shout outs, so I'm just going to go through it. First, we're going to deal with our members, because our members are also supporters. So everybody you see up here is all supporting. We have Siddiqui Asani Oba Allah. That is the other moderator, Rebel Minded. Hope you are well, brother. Angie Martinez. When you see her, she's going to be the Sesh Sha'it. Hope you are well, sister. We have Bella. Bella should be out there. She's under Anhapahala. If she's out there, give her some hails. We have Menkuara Mary Ma'at. This brother's on the panel right here. Hail him. And then we have a new Ka. New Ka's doing the moderation. You've probably seen him a lot tonight. Hails his brother. And we have Big Bass. Big Bass is always dropping emojis. Hail him. Okay. The Teachers of Ma'at supporters are Nito Campbell, aka Mr. Consistency. Shout out to you, brother. Artisan Min Hawkins, shout out to you. True Seeker 22. I don't know where you're at, brother. If you're back in the Nether, Kurt, hope you're well. E Manifesto came out from the Kurt. Peace, brother. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're in the chat, amping it up. Great energy. Shannon Southard, peace to you. Begad Leisure, peace to you. Teddy Patty, peace to you. Mark Anthony Sufficicia, peace to you. Anthony Drain, peace to you. Eric Gadillo, shout out to you. Heka Kepara, shout out to you. Sarah Broomfield, guten Talking, shout out to you. I don't know who you are, and I'm curious about the name Broomfield. Sounds German. Angela Gates, hope you're well, sister. Bev from Cannabis Spa, peace to you, sister. Stephen Escalar, peace to you. Stephen Escalar was at the end of the video that you saw earlier. Maria Ben Sibi, peace to you, sister. April Cabin Toy, peace to you. And Cash Peden, what's up, brother? Good to see you tonight. And that is our great newsletter support. All right.
So appreciate you. Tua to you, great brother Hati, for breaking down that newsletter. As you can see, it's packed full of a lot of information, and when you get that newsletter, they all have links attached to them. So all you have to do is click that section and it'll take you directly to where it's giving you information about. So it makes it very convenient. So I will give some more shout outs to some support that we received. And we'll start with this great brother here. Moon Min Ra Sut Atun. It's a very powerful tone you have there. 777 for knowledge, peace, and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, good brother. We definitely appreciate what you supporting us. Tua to you. And next, this great brother, he was in Meta Netter Monday this week. It was great to see him. And this brother here, Stephen Escolar. He sends 2027. Hotep, good brothers. Thank you for the generous support. We appreciate you, good brother. And welcome back to the Meta Netter class. All right, so that's all the information that we have to bring forth for you all. We hope you all appreciated the wonderful teaching and the wonderful presentation. Thank you for all the support. Continue to support the movement. As you can see, we definitely appreciate every single person who supports in whatever way that they can, because it's going to take all of us as a collective to really build this thing up and stand firm and have a strong foundation, so everyone gets held, everyone gets praised, because it's going to take every single person. So shout out to everybody. And teachingsofmaat.org. Make sure you're liked and you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified with all of our notifications that we put out. Discord, join our Discord. So with that being said, I'll close out with Hotep Ma'at. Make sure that whatever desires that you have that you want to achieve, whatever goals that you have that you want to achieve, long term and short term, but specifically for the short term, for this next coming up week, because it's one step at a time, one day at a time, right? So be sure to write down your goals that you want to achieve for this coming up week. Read them before you go into the Upesh realm, and carry that frequency with you, and carry that with you. So when you wake up, read it. That way you have a guide and direction, because this matrix will distract you. You have to stay focused, imbue yourself in this knowledge and this information, and stay focused on your goals. All right. So peace and love, Hotep Ma'at. And we will see you all hopefully tomorrow, Monday, in the Meta Netter class. And if not, Friday, Tahuti's pod class. So peace and love.
Peace and love. Minku, you want to close it out? You got some closing words you want to give the people?
No closing words, except, it's always an honor to be with you, brothers. I appreciate it and enjoyed the presentation. Just love and light to everybody.
Hotep Ma'at, you two brothers. With that being said, we're going to close it out. Thank you for another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful class. We're going to end as we always do with our beautiful affirmation. From today's teachings, page 183 in the Per M Haru. U Ma'at M Kat'a, on the right and truth in my body. The question of today was, what's your culture? But don't tell me, only you can answer that. What do you tell yourself when you look in the mirror? Unki M Ma'at, Un N-S, Nintet Aset M Ma'at, Min Hepapet M Ma'at, Her N Hu Kui, Her Iku. I live from Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, Hotep Ma'at.
Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting reads so shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis, laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.
But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.